Alright, well, I said I was going to play Rakdos. Swamp Bite, I agree. I said I was going to play Rakdos the full 2 days. So we'll finish up with one more league. And then, like I said, everybody, the next 3 days, I think I'm going to be off. I need to update the schedule. Certainly tomorrow I'm not going to be here, have a surgery. But I think I'm going to give myself a couple days off. Hopefully I'll be feeling not too bad, but I'm really looking forward to it, to be completely honest. But I am hopefully looking forward to feeling better after the surgery, when all things are said and done. Thank you. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so I think I want to go back to the second Croxa, like we were playing in the prelim. How do we? What is a? Is there like a excuse me. Is there like a slam dunk card against Angels that can shut off Cocos at instant speed? I want a Hollowed Moonlight or a Containment Priest in black-red. Does that exist? Swamp Bite, it's fine. I had it in there for Angels. We still lost Angels anyway. They had the Skyclave for it and then still just Coco'd me. I had a pretty bad draw in Game 3, though, to be completely honest. We kept like a 4-lander with Cage Ritual of Soot and then drew 3 lands in a row, so we just like fell way too far behind. I held my Cage until turn 3, so they couldn't Skyclave it on curve at least. They did still have the Skyclave, so we like, gave myself an extra turn, but I didn't draw a Hand-Aid spell, so they still just Skyclaved into Coco. Maybe. Yeah, the problem is all these cards get hit by Apparition. I want a card that cannot get Apparitioned. I want a Hollowed Moonlight, or, I mean, Containment Priest can get Apparitioned, but it blows them out the first time, right? And 2 mana is not a bad commitment at all. To blow them out, and then if they Skyclave it, they've basically already been 2 for 1. If you kill the Skyclave, they're almost like they were 3 for 1, kind of. But the point is, we want to blow out a Coco at instant speed. I don't know if it exists in this color combination. It probably doesn't. But if it does, that's really what I want to play. I guess let's do a little searching here. Because that's exactly the kind of card I want. I want a you cannot Coco me right now, and I want it to have flash or instant speed. So let's that did not work. Probably a little too specific. This might be a, like, probably not search it on MTGO, but probably, like, search it on, let's see here. I'm gonna try to bring this over so you all can see. Alright. Oh, you know what is Torpor Orb's not legal in this format, is it? It's not, right? No, that's too old, isn't it? Torpor Orb would be a sick one against Angels, but unfortunately that is not legal in Pioneer, I don't believe. There is Tocatli, Honor Guard, and Hushbringer, but those are also white. I think what we might just have to do next week is try to play Mardu. I really, especially when the Blackleaf Cliffs come out, I think the mana base will be easier to try and build. But I really want some white cards. Entered the battlefield this turn. Get exiled. You know what? Why don't we just do this? Why don't we do MTG Digger's Cage effects. Maybe that will be a little easier. Yeah, Torp Orb reprint would be cool. I agree. No, I really don't. This is not working very well. Let's try this. No, I don't want cast. Hey, this will be good. Okay, these are just damage effects that exile. That is not what I want really at all. Not even a little bit. Doesn't need to contain red either. Why in the world? Huh. Oh, there we go. If a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast... Wait, what the... Oh, come on. Why is this so hard to find? I guess it is like a really unique... It's a pretty unique effect, but... What if I maybe just go to Scryfall and try doing this search? Okay, we want black or red. So black or red. Doesn't need to be exactly. Including these colors. Doesn't need to be exactly. Needs to be at least these colors, not at most. Let's try including these colors. I don't use Scryfall very often. Mana cost, I don't really care. I would like it kind of low, but I'm not gonna. Legal and Pioneer. There it is. I don't care about any of that. Artist, flavor text. Where's the... I want text on the card. How do I put... What the... Type... No, that's not it. Text. There we go. Okay. How about we do this? Let's not even color restrict it. Alright, Hallowed Moonlight, Containment Priest, Mist Caller. Okay, so those are the only ones that do that. So white and blue are our only options for a creature that does it. We obviously have Cage. Are there any Torp Orbs we're not thinking of? I don't think so, but... Let's see. Okay. How about let's just do libraries? The graveyard's not relevant. Okay, why? Now, why is that not giving me Grafdigger's Cage? Alright. We're not going to worry too much more about this. Let's just get back to playing. So Grafdigger's Cage is probably just the best option, I think, that we have for Angels, if we're trying to go that route. We could try to play weird stuff like Hidatsugu consumes all to blow up Shaper's Sanctuary, but that just cannot be real. That cannot be good. It's not good against anything else in their deck is the problem. It doesn't kill any permanent other than Shaper's Sanctuary. That card's a real issue as well. Okay. Well, we're just going to keep trying the Grafdigger's Cages then. I think I'm going to go back to this build again. I might want that third Duress, though. Huh. So, I've been kind of thinking about this. What if we just don't play Misery Shadow? I've cut Misery Shadow in almost every single matchup. We leave it in against Lotus. We leave it in against Control. But what if I just said screw the Shadows and I just main decked 3 Bankbusters and I don't even have to worry about the Bankbusters coming in out of the board anymore? That gives me a little bit more sideboard space. I can play the third Duress again, which I think is good. And then I could play like a big Haymaker card like Sky Sob. That would help us a little bit against Angels, just having a nice big finisher. Invoke would be real against them too. Because I'm pretty down on Shadow. If I'm cutting it against white and I'm cutting it in the mirror, then it's a pretty bad card in this format, honestly. Green is like way down in popularity. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be 2 Bankbusters. Like, we could play other cards, I guess. But Shadow just really does not feel that good. The reason I kind of wanted to be Bankbuster, though, is it's good against a lot of stuff that isn't mono-white. Like, I still board them in against Phoenix, I board them in against Angels, I board them in against... Sometimes I board them in against Gruul, depending. But if I'm boarding Shadow out all the time, maybe it just should not be in my main deck. But figuring out what to play instead is certainly not easy. I could main deck in a Braid. What if I went second Bankbuster, main deck a Braid? I kind of want to try that. If I go second Bankbuster, main deck in a Braid, and cut these Shadows. Okay, then we can play a third Duress. And what would the last card be? Like I said, I kind of think a Haymaker might be in order. Could just go really wild and play a third Cage. Just really mean it. Really mean it against Angels. One thing I will say about Misery Shadow is it did come up pretty big for us against Phoenix, kind of. I mean, I think we were going to win that game regardless. Maybe I just play another Go Blank in my sideboard. That might make sense, actually. Might make a lot of sense. I'm going to try another Go Blank. Oh, no, I don't have another Go Blank. I've got to rent one. All right, let's go rent another Go Blank real quick. Go Blank. Be here in just a sec. Yeah, the 2-drop red enchantment that says you can't gain life is, yeah, interesting. Swamp Bite, Roiling Vortex, right? Yeah, that would be interesting. Would definitely be interesting. Guess while we're between events here, let's go ahead and shout out this Team Trios event that we're doing in a couple weeks. First ever Swish Gaming tournament that we're sponsoring. We're really excited for it. We've done commentary and stuff like that before, but we've never actually run our own events. This is going to be really, really cool. We're really excited for this. It's going to be a Team Trios Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. We're doing this at Galactic Toys and Games in Kentwood, Michigan. $50 entry per team. It's happening January 28th. Doors open at 11 a.m. The event will start around noon. There is the address for you. But I'm really excited for this event. Hoping to be all recovered from my surgery in a week and a half. I would imagine I will be, but I'm excited for this. It'll be fun. Just played like my first paper tournament in quite a while this weekend. Just a little RCQ, but it was a lot of fun. Got second place, but I'm really excited to go out and play again in paper. It'll be fun. It'll be very, very fun. All right, gotta grab this Go Blank. Okay. Trade. All right, Go Blank. Boom. Okay. And we got it. All right. Should be good to go. For trade. Okay. Make sure we've got the right list here. Go ahead and export this. Put our newest build on the Cardboard Live, and let's see how this goes. Clear deck, and boom. Okay. So that should be up on the Cardboard Live for everybody now. Trying no main deck Misery Shadow, a second main deck Bankbuster, and a Abrade in the main deck. Should hopefully be good versus mono white, the Abrade at least. The Bankbuster and the Abrade should be good in the mirror. Give myself a little bit of percentage in the mirror. Gave us room for that third duress. And a second Go Blank. And maybe we'll try to start bringing in Go Blank against Angels. Just try to wreck their hand. A lot of ways to approach that matchup, I think. Just gotta learn what exactly I want to be doing against them.
Guardian's good. Definitely snapping this one off.
It's mono blue? It can't be mono blue because, I mean, it could be, but why would you not play Snowlands? Phoenix? This must just be Phoenix, right? I assume this is Phoenix. I'm just going to play this on black. Let's say go. Guess I won't have 6. They could, like, flash in a Spectral Sailor or something crazy. I don't know. I think we're getting Phoenixed, but... Ops. Yeah, we're just getting Phoenixed. Okay. It's fine. Oh, it's just blue-white? Really? Interesting. Okay. Does that make sense? Bankbuster go. Well, my changes to the deck are going to look okay here. Losing Misery Shadow is, you know, kind of crappy because just getting threats into play is nice. But the Abrade is not going to be great here either, although they do play Portable Hole, so it has some text, but it's just not very good. Consider what? Okay. A little confused at how this has started. This is a very unusual blue-white build. Gideon. Okay, that can prevent the damage from a vehicle, right? Yeah, that's pretty tilting too. Okay. Oh, it's fine. I mean... I'm just going to play a Trespasser, I guess? Is he playing, like, Dig Through Time? That's the only way you would play these kind of cards, right? I'm just going to get this into play and eat a thing. I assume he's probably playing Dig Through Time if he's playing these cards. Let me read this. Prevent all damage target permanent would deal. Period. So not just to you. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Go. If he wants to plus on the Trespasser, he has to discard cards. That's not really a real play for him, I don't think. Okay, flips this. That's nice. Could have a Wandering Emperor, I suppose. It'd be a little annoying. I think my play here is just going to be attack the Gideon with this. Trigger, eat a thing. If he has Wandering Emperor, so be it. We can stomp. Yeah, Andy 2-for-1s himself, so this is all okay. Yep, you discard a card. I'm going to go... Okay, stomp this. Probably. I could also start activating Bankbuster, but... I could also just get Shelly into play. Shelly is kind of interesting here. He's down to 3 cards. I kind of want to get the Wandering Emperor off the table. That card is going to be really annoying for me. A lot of ways to play this turn. But I think dealing with this makes sense. I need to make sure I pressure Teferi hard if he has one of those, too. I don't know. It's a very interesting spot. I guess... Do I even care about the Emperor? I don't need to deal with the Emperor yet. I'm actually just going to slam a Shieldred, I think. The reason I don't think I need to deal with the Emperor is, like, I have the Fatal Push already for the 2/2. So, like, I don't mind unlocking this. If he pluses it, I can still just stomp it and kill it. Let's just get another problematic card into play. Let's start gaining life if he can't deal with it. Sure. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to act like the Emperor matters, and I'm just going to send Shelly at the Emperor, I think. And let's see what he decides to do about that. He could just, like, flash in another one, but then I can deal with that one. Combat. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Emperor. Let's see what he does. I'm just gonna let the Emperor die. Nice. Alright. Trespasser, I think. Let's shock. And now I think, depending on, if he absorbs this, then I'll play another threat. Okay. I'm just going to play another threat. I could obviously draw a card, and that would be fine, but let's just, well, I don't want to walk into Verdict, and I really don't need to. I could just draw a card off the Bankbuster. He's in a bad spot. He has to deal with children. I'm actually just going to maybe pass, although Verdict... Yeah, Verdict would be really annoying, because then he can just plus here. I can fire up Den, I guess. Kind of like starting to get cards. I'm going to start getting cards, I think. Start taking advantage of this Banky boy. Gideon has been annoying. I can't really say how good it's been. It's kind of been really good, I think, because we would have done him a lot of damage. But it is kind of just stalling. Like, I don't know that this is really putting him that far ahead. And now this Kroxa is going to be really good too. Start attacking his hand a little bit here. Okay. I'm just going to Shelly attack the Gideon. I think that's step one. See what opponent does here. Okay. Play this. Play a Kroxa. Let's actually do this first. Blood Tithe. Okay, now we're going to Kroxa, and then we're just going to leave up draw card. Okay, yield to this. See what he pitches. Another Gideon. This guy's just Gideon tribal control over there. Be a Deluge. It's going to be an Emperor. Okay, that's getting stomped, I believe. That's fine. I'm going to stomp this. Get that out of here. Go. It's fine. Again, maybe didn't need to stomp, but I think a pretty good stomp there. Nonetheless. Okay, I mean, he's down to one card. He is running out of resources. We are kind of running out of resources, but we have a Kroxa in the yard. Is it time to fire up Den? It's getting real close to time to fire up Den. I think I am going to fire up Den, honestly. Still leave push up here too. Can threaten you, Gideon. Also Gideon. Okay, Gideon down. They take 3. I'm going to shock this in so we can activate the bank. Opponent in pretty big trouble here, I think. Right now, Verdict isn't even like a very real card, but you know, you're kind of in a spot where you have to use it. It's just getting worse and worse and worse every turn. Nice. Alright, well, that was gas.
Duress, Duress, Duress. K-Command, Pithing Needle. Okay, all those come in. The Abrade's gonna go. The Fatal Pushes are gonna go. Maybe leave in one push for the Manland. Better than Power Word Kill too. Could bring in, I could bring in a Go Blank. Is Go Blank better than the Mai's Fatal Push? Because of all of his Planeswalkers, like, Fatal Push is more interesting to me because Gideon make a 2/2 is, like, really annoying, right? I want to be able to get that out of the way and then kill the Gideon. So, I think the Go Blank might be a little much. I already have 7 1-mana hand hate spells. I think that's plenty of hand hate. The 1-mana ones play way better with Bankbuster too, because you want to like activate hand hate spell you or hand hate, vice versa. We're gonna do this. K-Command I like because it can again get 2/2s out of the way. It can blow up Portable Hole. Very often gonna just be a 2-for-1 in this matchup. Almost always gonna be able to rebuy a dude. So feel pretty good. Triple Fable. This hand is bizarre. The mana is kind of garbage. I'm going to keep this. This hand is strange. I don't know if this hand is good. No 2-drop is awkward. The mana is really, really strange, too. That's a good draw, I guess. Okay, well, shock. Thoughtseize in case they have something weird. God, their deck is strange. This is a pile of Planeswalkers. It's so ridiculous. I think it is take the Walkers here. I'm just going to take the cards that can probably beat me. The Gideon probably goes first. Yeah. Gideon, then Teferi. This mana, though. So bad. Did I see the new edict that was spoiled? No, Drewski. What is that? I've not seen that. I'm just going to take the Teferi. Oh my gosh. He has Treasure Cruise in his deck. Okay, I might have to take Cruise. That's a huge issue. So that explains all the opting and considering he's doing. I'm going to take the Cruise. That's just too good. Alright, well, my mana this game could not have been worse. I guess it could have slightly been worse. We play 4 manlands in the deck, and we've drawn 3 of the 4. Maybe I should have mulliganed, but I think my hand was fine. All things considered, but... Shocking? Is that a Gideon? Just leaving up March for 2. Okay, assume I'm just leaving up March for 2. This is so aggravating. So aggravating. Drew this a turn too late. This might be a game losing turn. Not being able to deploy anything on turn 3 is a frickin' nightmare. Okay, Considers are not going to be in his hand. This isn't his hand. Fairy is in his hand. March is in his hand. And Consider's about to not be in his hand, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So we know these 2 cards are in his hand. He's considering into something. You got it. Cycle Sensor. Okay. Treasure Cruise control over there from the opponent. Huh, okay. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, I'm not going to let his March be that good here, so I'm just going to Trespasser him. He could have another Sensor, but if he does, he does. Okay. We'll eat the Gideon, I guess. Yeah, that's a card I would like him to not shuffle back in if he has any way of doing that. Play a tap land. The Teferi, I mean, like, he can March, but he would have to 3-for-1 himself, which I think is a deal for me. Okay, Sunset Revelry. It's pretty annoying, actually. Very annoying. Whatever, though. least we're able to commit some things to the board. I'm going to attack for 3. He may or may not block. He probably blocks. Let's figure it out in a second. I'm going to eat the Treasure Cruise. We're going to eat cards I do not want to go back in his deck later. If he does have a way to manipulate it like that. All right, Fable here is really good. I am going to just play Fable first. Drewski, that card seems sweet, though. Each opponent sacks a non-token creature. You choose 1. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nice. That's a good edict, for sure. I'm going to go Fable Croxa. Is it Veto? That's pretty sickening. Alright, do this. Croxa you. Probably pitches that March. I don't think the March is doing enough. Yeah, it's a good play. Yeah. Okay, so the Teferi comes in and pluses. Fire up Den, send everything at Teferi, I guess, has to be the play. I'm in a lot of trouble. This is not a good spot at all, but that doesn't have to be the play. If I draw an untapped land, I might just double Fable. Okay, Thoughtseize actually greatly changes how I play this, probably. Let's Thoughtseize you. Would have liked that last turn, but... Oh, is that better than Denning? Denning puts the Teferi under way more pressure. I think Thoughtseize is just... Thoughtseize Fable has to be good here. There's no way it isn't. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Well, thank God I did that. Okay, do this. This guy's deck is freaking wild, man. Attack your Teferi. Trigger. Eat the Trawler. Let's get that out of here for now. He'll block, I assume. And then he'll cycle his land. Get a draw step plus Teferi. So I'm in bad shape. The Teferi are really rough. But at least we have a Croxa in the yard still. We've got manlands all over the place. Definitely don't just, like, snap lose to anything here. But, I mean, Verdict Absorb is pretty impossible for me to beat, actually. That would be really bad. Field of Ruin. Okay, it's pretty disgusting. Gideon. Okay. I don't know that I care about the Gideon that much. Target the Shaman? Maybe a manland? Probably not a manland, right? The manlands just don't matter. So... I don't want to pitch either of these. These are really good cards. It's kind of hard for me to pitch these. Fire up Den. I force him to field now. Kind of like forcing him to field. And I still have Stomp available for the Gideon. Or I could just Croxa him. Both pretty good cards, though. I kind of don't even want a Croxa yet. Oh, that's pretty cool, Drewski. Yeah, that is interesting. I wasn't thinking about it for Legacy, but yeah, that's sweet. Do I want to use the ability here? This is really tough. My hand is, like, very good, so I think the answer is no. Go attack both. I'm gonna say no. Combat. I don't want to deal with this Gideon, so it doesn't matter where this goes, but this is going to go at the Gideon here. Eat your veto, I guess. Actually, I'm fine with that. I'm going to eat the consider. Okay, on his upkeep is when I'll go for the stomp, probably. They just play Fable. Play it out. I think I'm okay with that. See if he has a counter. He does. No, he doesn't. Okay, well, he's no cards in hand. I'm gonna get this Gideon the heck out of here. That needs to go. Okay, Fable number 2. Go ahead. Don't love my spot. Teferi just ticking away here. Not really where I want to be, but now they have a white castle as well. If we're able to get the Teferi off the board, though, I don't hate my spot. He's activating it now. He might be. Okay. Don't think that's that bad for me. Now I get to send everything at the Teferi. I'm also going to fire up a manland, because if he Field of Ruins me now, then I get to Croxa him here too. I think that's fine. Say yes on that. I can Croxa him here anyway. Alright, that is a wonderful draw. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now, I want to... probably want to bait him into the field, maybe? Croxa flashback. What if I just flashback Croxa? Might be a good start to the turn, because if he counters that, then I just Dreadbore the Teferi, attack all at him. It's kind of good. I think I want to do that. That is what I'm going to do. Okay. Always yield to these. What do you got over there, boss? Glacial. Okay. I don't really want to get censored. All are going to go to Fairy. Triggers. Eat. Consider. Eat. Revelry. Okay, and they do have an Emperor. It's completely fine. Just get to kill the Teferi. I mean, my opponent's in an awful spot now. Terrible, terrible spot. Kill this. Go. Okay. Opponent in top deck mode. Sure. The Treasure Cruise component of their deck is very interesting, I must say. You seriously top deck Consider into Cruise? That's just disgusting. That was Sunset. Okay. I mean, that doesn't draw him a card there, so I think it's pretty good for me. Gains him some life. Gives him some chumps. But
particularly awful for me. Okay, opponents had enough. They are miles behind. They haven't lost yet. I'm a little surprised they scooped there, but I guess next turn I clone Trespasser, double attack Trespasser, eating a lot of their yard. They're just tired of fighting through it, I guess. Okay, well, that was cool. Yeah, an edict that can pick between token or non-token creature is actually really cool. That's sweet that you can't protect from that edict with tokens, because that's typically the big downside of edicts. Oh, what do we think of no lands? Let's go to 6. This hand's good. Fine. This hand's fine. Good is aggressive. I think this hand has to wait to Thoughtseize. I'm going to bottom one of the Harvesters. But we need to do this on 1 and then Harvester on 2. Phoenix. Okay. I think we made our deck slightly better against Phoenix. That's the good news. The bad news is the matchup's still not good. But let's try to get a threat out there. If he kills it, he kills it. Is what it is. Yep, considers fine. Treasure Cruise to the bin. Well, that's good. If he's binning Treasure Cruise, that means he is looking for lands, probably. Which means these Thoughtseizes are really going to be nice. Because they're going to have a lot of action in there. Hopefully not too much action. Hopefully not 3 cards that are super important. We can handle 2, though. Fire Impulse? Sure. Thoughtseize? Sure. That, sure. Okay, so he's going to consider again. Oh, that's a nice draw. Alright, let's do this. Let's Thoughtseize. See what's going on over there. Opt. You're opting... Okay, so they are very clearly missing lands. That just screams I need lands. Alright, so this is pretty easy. Rip your pieces, rip your cruise. Get those out of here, please. Go. I'm going to pitch the Harvester, I think. Marduk Pyromancer comes back in some form in Pioneer. I mean, yeah, we already have Fable, so there's really no reason we shouldn't be able to have that card. Fable is arguably better anyway. But yeah, Spyro's sweet. Spyro's a sick card. We're gonna... Is this right to get rid of here? I think it is. I think it just doesn't really do enough. Alright, that's actually a freaking amazing draw. Let's PWK this. And then let's Kroxa you. Next turn we're just buying back a Kroxa, so... Unless he finds 3rd Treasure Cruise, he's going to be in some deep trouble here. He does get to just pitch a bird there, which obviously sucks, but like... I mean, he has another Ledger Shredder and then 1 unknown here. Is it even unknown? I think it is unknown. He's got Shredder. Thing in the ice, sure. Not that worried about that. Kroxa you. I'm just gonna... We're just getting the boy back here. Kroxa. Bang. Probably pitches the Shredder because it blows. Okay, whatever.
That's a man who knows what's up. Alright, we gotta dodge like pieces and crews specifically, but he's already seen 3 copies of those cards. Okay, sure. Does that hit Lightning Axe, Spikefield Hazard? Pretty annoying combination. Okay, combat. Attack trigger. Okay. So what did he keep? Chart a course. Chooses chart a course and hazard. I see. I'm just gonna play this, and I'm potentially gonna leave the den in hand. We need to find a fatal push. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the den in hand. Although I do, he bounces Kroxa back to my hand. Probably. So he's gonna go Spikefield Chart. Bounces Kroxa back to hand, so that's gonna be a free pitch. And then pretty much anything that's not a kill spell for this, I also pitch. Let's play this. I think it's kind of interesting, but yeah, chart a course. You pitch one of them. Spikefield my face. Opt. That's disgusting. Okay. Okay, they don't get an arc light back here, though. That's pretty big. Okay, both these are getting ditched immediately. Is this a real winning line playing this? Feels terrible. I kind of think I might just play land, activate castle, and try to hit like 9 different. We have 4. How many pushes do I have left in my deck? I've seen 0. So 4. And we have 2 Dreadbore and 1 Power Word kill. So I almost just want to go land, activate castle, and try to hit those. I just don't feel like playing this as a chump blocker is a real way to win this game at all. And we know he has a Spikefield in hand, and then 1 unknown. I'm going to activate castle. I think it's the best way to win. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, whatever. I think I did what I needed to do there. I just hate playing this. Fire Impulse kill. There's just like so many ways to lose playing the Bone Crusher. It just doesn't get me anywhere. Is Grafdigger's Cage good against them? I don't think so. We didn't bring it in earlier, so I don't think I want it now, but kind of interesting to think about at least. Well, I think the Harvesters are awful. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe not the Harvesters. The Bone Crushers are horrid. And then some number of removal spells go. The Abrade goes, certainly. I think 1 Power Word kill and 1 Harvester is what I did earlier. I think that's like a fine decision. We've got removal, we've got a Kroxa. It's not a very good hand. We can do a lot better than this, I think. It does deal with their threats, though. God, we don't even have a castle. Like, if this hand had a castle, I'd be more interested. No, none of our 7 hand hate spells. I don't know if this hand gets the job done. It really depends how we draw. We have a lot of really good top decks, though. Bankbuster, Fable, Blood Tithe lets us loot. I'm going to try it because it deals with early pressure, and we're going to hope that's good enough. No, obviously it might not be, but play 1-drops, so I don't really need to leave up a kill spell. Yeah. Okay. There's really, really bad draws here. We're even like down or remove. That's so tilting. All right. Well, play this. I think I play this. It is interesting to hold it if I find blood. If I find blood or fable, but I just need to use some mana here. Let's try to get rid of some of his resources. Could put a Phoenix in the yard to eat with Trespasser if we draw one of those. Brotherhood's End, sure. True the Crocs. Just exposing his bird to that's such a bad play. He's not going to get punished probably, but that is an awful decision. Yeah. I guess if he has another one, it's okay. No, it's just so bad. Of course, I can't draw anything to punish that, but I probably should not have kept this hand. That's becoming more and more apparent. Just didn't do anything. Problem with this. Had to mulligan to something a little better than just kill spell, do nothing, basically. Yeah. If my opponent would have kept a multiple threat hand, it was good, but the issue is, like, I feel like good Phoenix players cut Ledger Shredder anyway. I think Ledger Shredder sucks, to be honest, so... Alright, let's see how good their hand is. If it's good enough, I might honestly just concede and save our time. He's got a Pieces, a Drake, I mean, this is a real nightmare. But I think I just take the Cruise. I mean, I definitely take the Cruise. Certainly can beat that hand. It's just going to be very, very hard. Really need to draw, like, a go blank. We've got removal, so I'm not super worried about Saheeli or the Drake, but... That's smart. No reason to play Drake and then let the Hive eat the Arclight. Okay, I'm just drawing all removal. It's really annoying. I know he has a Lightning Axe in his hand. Yeah, so we just have to Dreadbore here. Go. That was a pretty nice top deck for this situation. I guess Treasure Cruise was a lot better, so I'm happy you didn't do that to me at least, but I feel like it's coming in the near future. Yeah. I'm not going to Fatal Push this, so we're just going to take one. Feel just such a bad shape. If we draw a go blank, though, it's still a game. Oh, that doesn't quite count, does it? I feel like I need to just fire up the Hive and get that axe out of his hand, and then this is free to do its thing. Just need to hope he doesn't also have Fire Impulse. He didn't earlier when we looked at his hand, so... Okay, well, that's a pretty annoying draw. Okay. Guess when you really think about it, what else is in his hand? But we know his hand is Lightning Axe, Spell Pierce. I think that's all I know. It's so... I hate pieces on Moto so much. It's so hard for me to track what in the hell is going on. Volley this. Just let him kill the Shieldred. I have so many hand hate spells. Like, I don't know if that's good. I think it's not good. I'm just gonna play a tap land and leave up Fatal Push here, and then I can Croxa him and see if we can conserve this Shieldred. I think Shieldred's like the only way I'll be able to win this game. Realistically, sure. Yeah, Treasure Cruise, sickening. But, I mean, he's going to hit another one eventually. I just kept a hand that just didn't make sense to keep. It's on me. This hand just did actual nothing. I mean, to be fair, we drew terribly. We drew the worst possible cards for the hand we kept, but his hand also lined up really well. He just had no threats, which, again, I kind of feel like he just boarded them out. I don't think he has 2-drops in his deck. He hasn't seen a 2-drop in 35 cards, so very likely those just aren't in the deck anymore. I think I'm good to just say screw this game. All right. Should not have kept. It's just a bad keep. All right, 80 card special here. We'll see if they're on Enigmatic or Control. I'm gonna keep this. Man, I have had some really, really bizarre hands today. Really bizarre. It's really annoying. All right, play this on turn 1. Go. Just every land comes into play. It's so weird, yeah. It's not gonna be very good to have this. Well, that was a really good draw, I'll say. Gives me something relevant to do while I'm playing all these tap lands. Okay, well, a little bit of pressure at least. Get a little bit of pressure on him. Hive. Play this. Hit you for 3. Not too bad. That's funny. The last time this guy was playing, he was on his Aureus control too. It's interesting. Okay, what is this gonna be? Okay, this is actually really good for me. Alright, so here, this is a real question now. How do I want to play this turn? He's obviously playing fires. It's enigmatic. What if I just go Fatal Push, Hardcast, Bone Crusher? That's certainly real. I could also just go attacks Shieldred, but I think that's much worse than just push your thing, cast Bone Crusher, go. I think this puts him under a lot of pressure. That's what I'm going to do. Just try to put our opponent away. Go. Nice aggressive draw and just hope it pans out. Archon of Emeria and a Breeding Pool pitched. Sure. Deputy. That's pretty annoying. That's also annoying, because that means he probably has a Leyline's Binding. I get to potentially rip it out of his hand. Let's attack. Binding, yeah. so the question now... Oh, this castle is so costly. Not having an untapped land here is so ridiculous. It's so bad. This Thoughtseize Shieldred is, like, so good. But I think I just have to Shieldred and pray. Just play a really good threat. Play our crappy tap land and say go. Well, it didn't have a second binding. That's a start, I suppose. But I'm really dead to a good card from them here. It's a Chain to the Rocks. Okay. This is not good. Enigmatic, I lose. Yep. Sack the binding. Go get a 7-drop. Yep. Agent of Treachery, Steel Shieldred. Yep. Thoughtseize you. Problem is he's just gaining life when he draws cards now. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm never beating that. Alright, Duresses, Go Blanks, K-Command, Reckoner. Alright, those are what I want. The Braid sucks. Fatal Push sucks. Dreadbore and Power Word Kill, kind of interesting. I probably want to leave one of them. I'm going to cut the Dreadbores. I actually think I may just put my opponent on the play, too, in this matchup. Try to out-resource them, give them less chances. They're an 80 less chances at their card that matters. They're an 80-card deck, so they're less consistent. Let's just try to make them not function. I don't think... Me going under them is just so unlikely to ever work. It's just almost impossible. It could work, but it's just so hard that I don't even think that's a reasonable game plan. I think I would rather just try to make it so their deck doesn't function. I think that's a better game plan. Let's go all in. Going all in on the hand hate, too, will make being on the draw better as well. Get them to 0 resources as quick as possible. Okay, just a completely awful mana situation again, but we're on the draw. And we do still get to, like, play a hand hate spells. It'll end up being okay, I think, but... Okay, that's a nice draw. So that means everything's gonna function okay. Let's Thoughtseize you. They just take the Nylea's Presence. That hand is... Interesting hand. Could just take the Incarnation, too. Taking Incarnation is probably okay. Just take the payoff, right? If we just take the payoff... I don't really care about all this other stuff, but I care about the payoff. Like, this is not getting cast. This, I mean, just replaces itself. It's whatever. It makes this better. We have Stomp for this. I think, yeah, I'm just going to take the Incarnation. We're going to take the payoff there. It was close. Taking Presence is interesting. If I had more hand hate, I would take the Presence, but the reality is we don't. Okay, top deck this. Bins this. Okay, Croxa there is nice. Croxa there is nice. Just gonna play a Harvester here, I think. Go ahead. Okay. Pitches a 3rd Bitter Reunion. Okay. Fable, Presence, Binding, Unknowns. Combat. 3U. I'll play another one of these. Yeah. I'm going to blood away the Ridge. I think Croxa, I want to play twice in this game. I want him to lose 2 cards. I think that's real. I know his hand is Binding, Nylea's Presence, and then some unknowns. I'm going to pitch this. Duress there is really nice. I'm gonna Duress here, I believe. See if he has any more payoff. He does not. The bindings are very annoying, but so's the redraw. I guess, I mean, the bindings have to be the best thing there. I don't know. What if I just do this? Take the presence, kill this with one of these, and then play a Trespasser. I think that actually makes sense. Just not let him draw cards. This feeds the Croxa, too, which is pretty sweet. Eat your Titan of Industry. Combat. Attack you for 3. Go. Good draw. Are you kidding me, dude? What? Fires Enigmatic? That is so ridiculous. He only had 2 unknowns. His 2 unknowns are the 2 perfect cards there? Give me a break. Ugh. That is such trash. And he has a... Oh, he just went and tutored the Yorion. Well, that's sickening. Okay. Can I win this game? Any world where I can win this game? I can attack. Neg 2 this. Attack, eat Skyclave. Blood, Croxa you? That just isn't gonna work. It's just so insane. Literally, he had 2 draws. He didn't even pitch a second card. He only pitched 1 card. So he drew 2 cards, and it was Fires Enigmatic. Like, it's just unbelievable. Second copy of Enigmatic, too. 80-card deck? Give me a break. That's ridiculous if you do it with 60. It's ridiculous if you do it in limited. Man, dude. could just attack with both and then stomp this. That might be... I don't even know. This is really ridiculous. Do this. Eat your Skyclave. Don't actually know what the correct play pattern here is, but I think I'm going to go with this, and we're going to get the Orion off the board at least, and then we're going to play this, and play this, and... Problem is, there's no chance. Our opponent's going to enigmatic the ley lines binding away. They get these, too, which is just... Sure. Flickered the Fable as well. I think we're pretty dead here. I mean, those two draws, man. Knew my opponent's hand. Sure, they get a Fable trigger. And they hit Enigmatic and fires. So freaking stupid. Like, the Enigmatic is stupid enough. The fires was, like, really beatable, honestly. We could have beaten fires. We just could not beat second copy of Enigmatic in the top, 15 cards of their 80-card pile. We're honestly in a pretty good spot when I cast that hand-aid spell, I think, but... What are you going to do? Probably just eats the blood, right? Yeah. Good play. Yep. Agent of Treachery or Titan of... Do they have a second Titan? I don't think they do, but he might. We'll see if I'm conceding to whatever they get. But I definitely might be. Honestly, Agent Steal Your Hive is, like, pretty real. Okay, well... Fire this up, 3U. That's the only play I got, 3U. It's definitely just got to try and get in damage now. Eat that, go. Technically a stomp would still kill him, I guess. We can go K-command you, stomp you. He really should just... Well, we'll see what he does, I guess. It's fine. I'll take 10. Sure. Gain life. Yeah. That one he could have tutored for, so it's hard to be that upset about him drawing. I mean, that's a one-of, but still hard to be upset about him drawing that one when he can just tutor for it anyway. It's just the double, the two in a row off the top after I've already hated an Enigmatic out of your hand is just so ridiculous. You should see 2 of those for every 40 cards. He saw 2 in the top 16. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I think. Crocs at you, Crocs at you. Yeah, it doesn't do it. Does not do it. Gain 4, too good there. So close. Oh, man. Well, that end's good at least. Rough league so far, but definitely turn it around, get a 3-2. I don't think the shadow, like, cutting the shadows hasn't been too bad yet. They're on a mold of 5. It's unfortunate for them. Their luck's finally turning around. It's alright, though. It's hard to complain. I think, what, we're 7-2 until this league today, so certainly have cooled off. Now we're 8-4. 8-4 is still a solid day. Alright, let's thought seize you. Hopeful lieutenant. I'm going to kill his turn 1 play. I mean, I think this is a pretty easy to take your lieutenant, I think. Have to imagine. You know, just take your Thalia's lieutenant. Go ahead. You get to go Dreadbore, the Hopeful, Fable. I mean, that's... seems pretty good. Yeah. No reason to hold here. Let's just get our spell out of our hand, especially with our opponent on such a deep mulligan, but... Alright, so that tells us a lot about what they drew. Probably wasn't anything too impressive. Croxa, that's going to be a really good one to pitch. Play this on black. I think. Yeah. Black, Fable. Go ahead. Now we've got a good blocker here. Or attacker, depending on how we want to do it. Sure. I'm just snapping off the block on this Mutavault. Very easy block for me, I think. Just cut them a land. Trading resources seems great for me. Okay, another vault. That's fine. I'll trade with it again if I have to. I don't think I need the 3rd Fable, so I'm going to pitch these. Okay, the main deck of Braid. I'm just going to play the Shieldred here. He has to go land and the Brutal Cathar, and then we have a Braid for that. So, like, I think I'm definitely going to make that play here. This potentially lets me double spell next turn. Okay, opponent's had enough. Cool. Braid, Rending Volley, soot. Actually, the second of Braid doesn't come in. 2 Croxa and 2 Reckoner out. That's what we've been doing. It's been working pretty well, so let's just keep that formula. Yeah, yet again, castle looking pretty awkward, but we are going to keep this. No 1-mana removal spell kind of sucks, but... Okay. Thoughtseize. Okay,
That's a really annoying hand. I think I have to take Wedding Announcement because I don't have a hand that really yields to beating it. But his hand is really annoying. It's just a lot of good threats. But the good news is we can go Stomp the Aspirant and then just like Dreadbort. Yeah, this is fine. Take this, go. Mutavault, Lunarch. Probably puts a counter on the Luminarch. Putting it on the Hopeful gets you a damage, I guess, which is good, but doesn't set you up for a training. Guess he just assumes this is going to die. It was still a good play, but wasn't interesting decision, I think, for him. Right. Stomp this, go. So next turn, I think I'm just going to play a 4-3 to get in his way. Dude, what? The one-of Extraction Specialist off the top, huh? It's pretty impressive there, opponent. It's annoying. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay, well, I might change what I need to do with my turn. We'll see. Obviously, there's no guarantee this is a one-of. They might be playing a different list than the NRG list, but I assume it's a one-of. They had a lot of good draws there, to be fair. Adeline and Wedding Announcement were all annoying, but... well, no matter what, I need to be mana efficient. I think I just need to Fable. Get this trash castle out of my hand. So awkward, because this doesn't really block well at all, and he can blow it up. I guess it does still block. It still blocks the Extraction Specialist, and if he wants to throw away 3 mana and counters to blow up the Fable, I think that's a win for me. So, yeah, we'll just... I think this is good for me still. Okay, that's annoying because he can target the Specialist, which I assume he'll do. Yeah. Okay, just double Dauntless Bodyguard. What a perfect draw from our opponent. It could not have possibly been better than this. It's so stupid. Alright, well, we'll block here. And get that off the board, but there is no way I'm winning this game. Opponent ran absurdly well off the top. This gone. This gone. None of that'll do. Alright, well, let's hope our opponent doesn't just draw everything they need again. This time we're on the play, though, so that bodes better for me. I'll definitely keep this. Play this on black. Probably. Could also just go tap land. I don't have to Fatal Push on turn 1. Yeah, I don't have to push on turn 1, I don't think. Let's just probably play this tapped. Yeah, we'll wait on the push. Go ahead. Push on turn 1, not super necessary this game, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, this on black. Play this. Yo. Okay, I'm probably just going to get my Fable down here, so I'm going to sack this, kill the Thalia. Probably, although I could do my usual thing of trying to utilize the Thalia to keep announcements off the table. But I just don't think I'm getting anywhere with that, so... yeah, just
does not seem very good for me at all. I think we need to start generating that mana. I also just have like a very spell-heavy hand, which if he does Wedding Announcement me, we might have to end up pitching the Dreadbore and stuff, but we'll see. Lunarch Aspirant, okay. Alright, so he's missing lands. That's really good for me. No blocks. Yep. What do I want to get rid of? Part of me wants to pitch Dreadbore Shieldred here. And the reason I want to get rid of Shieldred is I feel like they might have an answer to it, although that's not the case. What if I got rid of Fable Dreadbore? I definitely want to get rid of Dreadbore. Question really is the Shieldred. I guess I could also just do nothing. I could pitch nothing. My hand is pretty good. I kind of want a land here, though. So then I can go push Fable. I want to go push Fable pretty bad. But maybe that isn't actually good. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Could just do nothing. What if I just don't pitch anything? I guess the Fable, pitching the other Fable could make sense. It's like getting my opponent under a lot of pressure, and I feel like the second Fable really... I'm just going to go with my gut instinct here, which is get rid of these. Okay. That is ridiculous. I just cannot find a land to save my life. Alright, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to attack, and we're going to play another Fable. Okay, go. Yep. Okay. Don't care too much about that. I'm actually very surprised he attacked, too. I don't really get what that does for you. I guess you're just praying I don't have an answer to Adeline. It's kind of insane, but... Okay, I'm actually going to pitch the ritual here. I think I keep the others, though. Okay. I mean, I'm not sad about drawing removal, don't get me wrong, but just the blatant inability to draw a land is pretty ridiculous. So what? I can actually... Alright, so the play here is this. We're going to go attack with both. Sack treasure. Kill this. Or you get another guy, play Shieldred. If he does have removal, it's annoying, but... I'm just putting him under so much pressure. It's really not giving him a window to pressure me, and that's the important part, I think, here. Take 2. Alright, well, he did not have an instant speed answer to the Shelly. Sure. That looks really not even that impressive here. Almost body... Thalia? What? Okay. Don't really understand why we would get back Thalia there. It's a little odd to me, but... Okay, still just can't draw land, but Blood Tithe Harvester is a really good draw. So I can go Harvester, Clone Harvester, kill your Hopeful Initiate, and send my Shamans. I like that. And the Shieldred will go as well, obviously. Yeah. Alright, that was a weird game. Very weird game. Just could not find a land at all, but... Fortunately, our opponent got on the back foot because of their missed land drop as well, and we were able to still win. See if we can finish up with another winning league here. That'd be 3 in a row with Rakdos and a 3-1 in a prelim. So, been doing pretty well. I think we're 9-4 today with this deck. Running right about 70%. Another mono white humans player potentially? Dude, so many people are playing mono white online. It's so ridiculous. Like, I get the deck's good, but come on. Can I keep this? I mean, if it is mono white, the hand's a little slow. Just auto folds to Thalia. No 1 mana play. You have to mulligan this. 5 lands is bad anyway. That's also really poor. Can I risk this hand? Just bottom the Bank Buster and hope? Kind of want to. A Mold of 5 is just so unlikely to win, and I do have a very good hand if I'm able to hit lands. So I'm going to actually try this and bottom this. We'll see if they are on mono white or if they've switched their deck. Big Dan. I think I've played against this guy before, too. Alright, mono white again. Just mono white every round. Well, that's pretty awkward, but...
YouTube Music is a music app where you can use Google Assistant to play your songs.
Okay, his hand is terrible. That's the good news. Definitely going to take the Lieutenant. Go ahead. Well, if we draw a red source, we're still in the game, at least. Honestly, cannot believe my opponent kept this hand. This is a really bad 7. But they're probably going to get away with it if I don't draw a red source. So disgusting. Play like one more turn of this. Okay, that was a pretty freaking good draw, but good thing we had a Thoughtseize for it, I guess. Go. Okay. I guess Iganjo was kind of a spell for them. Does that still let me play the game? It kind of does. So I'm going to want blood. We're going to play this. Gives me a block on that recruitment officer. And then if he wants to save it, he has to... I guess he could Iganjo. That eats his turn. Okay. This is maybe winnable still. Maybe. It's going to be very, very close. I will block your recruitment officer. And I assume he's going to Iganjo, which is okay. I still, don't die, at least. Okay. That was not it. Not it. We needed a land. If we could have drawn a land... If we could have drawn a land, this was a real game here, I think. Because I could have gone Fable and then blocked and then tried to hit Shelly, or a double spell rather. As it is, I think I'm stone dead. I don't think I have any out to this situation if he is smart. If he does not sack to keep his recruitment officer alive. If he keeps his recruitment... Maybe I was supposed to actually pop blood and try to hit a land? Was that a real thing to do? I don't think it was. We have so many tap lands there is the problem. Both my castles and all of the man lands. I think my keep was, I guess I should have just gone to 5. I just really did not think I was winning a game on 5 cards. Okay, opponent top decks that. It's pretty annoying. Counter wherever they want. Really, the only wrong thing they could do is give this indestructible. It's the literal only way they can lose. Yep, they have identified that that is the case. Okay, well. It's fine. Kind of awkward because game 1, I think we're favored. Just do this. So losing game 1, really a little bit unfortunate, but I would like to play first. I would like to keep. I think I lead on castle this game. Go. Okay. So... kind of think I like just playing Harvester, potentially, and getting some pressure going. I like Harvester, I think. Go. Sets up a pretty good next turn. I can either go double removal spell or I can go Trespasser, depending. Okay, no blocks. Okay, interesting. Combat. Attack. Play Trespasser. You just need to get some pressure going here. Wedding announcement, I assume. Sure. I mean, I can kind of work my way through this right now. I can kill this, attack both, eat this. He takes 7, goes to 10 if he doesn't block. I mean, so that's pretty straightforward, I think. See if he blocks. Takes 6. 6 is a lot of damage, but he may just take it. We'll see. Okay, take 6. Go. Try to kill it. See if you have the Brave. You don't. That's nice. Okay.
If I just fire up Hive, attack all, I think that's a pretty good play here, actually. Let's just put him on the back foot. Keep getting pressure. I think that's how you beat a wedding announcement, is you just put all the pressure on the opponent. Combat. Attack all. Trigger this. Eat this. Wait, what? Oh, I stacked the triggers wrong. That's a nightmare. That's really disgusting. Okay. Sure. Opponent should be at 3. It's very frustrating, but whatever. Very, very frustrating, and I should be at 20. Probably less relevant, but still a big problem. Okay. Deck and stone. Yeah, so they should literally be getting killed right now. I guess they would have. No, they would maybe have a block, I suppose. That's alright, we can still win this game. So, what do I do here? I can go... Abrade this, just play Bone Crusher. I could also go Stomp here, play Bone Crusher. Could elect to not play the Bone Crusher. I could just leave up multiple removal spells. That's kind of interesting. Then I hold this to go face, potentially. Let's actually just pop a clue. I'm down for a clue pop. Okay, well we can just go stomp you, so that seems really good. Fortunately,
does not look like we're going to get punished on that really strained. The hive. I forgot this thing has to eat something. You can't say no. Not a you may. Fortunately, not going to cost me too much, but... Don't think they have any outs to stomp, I'm pretty sure. All right, game 3. So... I want to change anything. Being that I'm on the draw, I'm kind of tempted to bring in the second Abrade. And we've had this conversation a few times today. I definitely don't like it on the play. On the draw, though, it is certainly more interesting. Definitely the worst removal spell in my deck, though. I'm not really mulliganing to 2-mana removal in this matchup. I want the 1-mana play. I don't think I can keep a hand without a 1-mana play. Maybe a ritual, some 2-mana stuff, but... we're going to still do it this way. It's been working mostly for us, so let's keep it up. This really sucks we lost game 1. That was pretty unfortunate, but... Yep, definitely a keep. Never getting rid of a ritual hand. Pretty good mana. Definitely keeping. F6. Okay. Guess I just play a swamp. Go. I can kill Thalia with this anyway, so do I push? I think I do push. Yeah, I'm gonna push. I legit want my opponent to Thalia. I think that is great for me. It means Wedding Announcement takes a longer time. We've got a good hand. Sure. Okay, just 1-drops all over the place. You got it. Go. Okay, is that... okay, more recruitments. Okay. Jeez, dude. What a frickin' insane hand. Good news is, though, we do just, like, have the Ritual of Soot, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think I need to block. Keeping it did play around Thalia, I will say that, so that's a little interesting to think about, but... this, eat a thing. I can assume their last card in hand probably a spell. Yep, would appear to be the case. Fateful Absence, 3 for 1 themselves, get Ritual of Sooted. This is insanely good for me. Absolutely insane. Oh, this Ritual of Soot card is pretty disgusting. Go. Yep. I think I like playing the Shieldred. It's going to be pretty annoying if they top deck Destroy Evil, I guess. And what else could they have drawn? That's kind of what I need to try and figure out. I could just also go pop Clue. Because what would you not play there? The only thing you wouldn't play is Destroy Evil, right? Land you would play. Second Eye Ganjo. It could be Second Eye Ganjo, but any spell you would play. Skyclave Apparition, maybe you wouldn't play. Let's just pop a Clue. I'm not throwing this away to a Destroy Evil. I guess if it's Fateful Absence, I don't care. Destroy Evil, though, would really piss me off. I think I don't need to do that at all. So, especially because, yeah, let's just do this. Go ahead. I guess I probably should pop a Clue now. Yeah, I definitely should pop the Clue now. Because if I hit like a Graveyard Trespasser, it'd be great. So pop this. Okay. Blood away this Urboard. Maybe not quite yet. Thoughts. Okay, now I'm going to Thoughtseize them, see what that last card is. It's probably Destroy Evil. I would not be surprised at all. Yep, get that out of there. Play this. I'm going to leave that land in my hand. Fatal Push is probably good to leave up, actually. Yeah, Fatal Push is good to leave up. Go ahead. Nice. Nice. That is what I'm talking about right there. Alright, so that's a good way to finish that league. Really happy we didn't play the Shieldred into the Destroy Evil that we read that they had. So I think we've lost one match to Mono White in the last 6. Like, we're clowning that deck. So the 3 rituals have been spectacular. We have ritual. I think every time I've cast Ritual, Extinction Event would have missed at least one creature, too. At least. So thank God we're not playing Extinction Event anymore. That has been a huge, huge tip in the scales, I think. Just 3 rituals has been awesome.